Hello, family. How you guys doing today? I hope you guys having an amazing Sunday. I just want to stop by and make this video real quick. Giving you guys all of the thanks for all the support in the last year and to the present year as we continue our new journey. Now, guys, this new journey is not going to be easy. Okay. Um, to tell you the truth, I am scared to the T, okay? Not to curse. I'm scared to the T because, a lot of unexpected things can happen. And all I can do is like, you know what? Hope I made preparations. I've been making preparations for this for 5 years, not knowing this was going to be it. But hope I prepare enough to where I'm at that I feel comfortable that I can take care of me and my kids, right? And my unborn kids because I'm just trying to have more children. Um, so I am nervous, guys. Okay, and going into retirement, even though I mean in the U.S. a lot of people worry about taxes and stuff, but the fact that I'm going to be spending most of my time in Colombia, I can get healthcare in Colombia pretty decent. Um, that is not going to cost me an arm and leg because I am a Colombian resident. So it makes my life a little different than the typical American that go on vacation and go to visit and stuff like that. Um, so it's a lot going on right now that as I try to put things together to make sure that I'm in the right space mentally, right? And I see this video, people are like, oh, one thing I didn't plan for when I was going to retire is having debt, right? I mean, everybody know that the more debt you have when you go into retirement, the more expenses you have, like as far as cash going out, right? If I didn't have all of these credit card payments and stuff like that, I'll be in a lot better shape financial wise because of the cash I got coming in. Even if I had like let's say $8,000 a month coming in, right? Most of that's a return on cash and some of the distributions, dividends. My tax burden would be a lot less, right? And I wouldn't have to do this for um, another 70 plus years, right? 7.5 years um, before I get my Roth. If I start pulling funds out of my Roth, by that time, right, my current Roth probably going to be bringing in maybe $2,000 or $3,000. So that will be adding another $2,000 or $3,000 to my portfolio, maybe $4,000 to my portfolio in the next 7 years. I believe that thing should be generating about that much. As it continue to grow and build because I'm not spending the cash, it's just growing and building. I'm not spending no more money out of there. Just continue to grow and build. So I think I'm in a good space as far as that's concerned, right? And if I get to the place where I feel like, I need more cash, all I can do is sell some real estate, right? As I continue to build in for this new business. It's not a new business. It's a company that I had. I have multiple companies for different things. My junk removal company, my management company, and then my real estate, my asset real estate acquisition company, right? So that those three companies is the three companies that I use right now that put a lot of my efforts into. Um, but most of my efforts now are going to go to my acquisition company because I need to acquire more land. I need to acquire um, more land. Really, I need to acquire more land. So even if I have to sell a couple of my current rental properties, right? Um, I think it'll be a good thing because I can not only that I can take some of those cash and put it into land, but I can take some of those cash and put it into my portfolio and increase my income, by another what, freaking, let's say 40, $50,000, if not more, in income every year. And that would help release the debt burden. So, I wanted to make this video. I was like, man, there's so much things that go into my mind. What do I talk about that can resonate with other people, right? Not only people that retire, people that plan to retire. Um, people that are out of work, right? Um, People that don't know what to do with themselves. So there's a lot of little different things that's going on with a lot of people. A lot of people getting laid off. I got forced into retirement. I got laid off, so I'm like, you know what? I need to take a break and see what it's like. Now, this might be a blessing in disguise um, that will allow me to have more time to put in the work to other things that I've been doing that I haven't really been putting the 100% effort into. So I'm excited about that. I don't know about you guys, but I'm excited about that, right? And nervous at the same time. If I tell you guys I'm not nervous, I'll be lying because um, over the years, right, there's always time where you're like, oh, you get laid off. I've been laid off multiple times. I think this is like the third time I've been laid off from a job. And doing those time when I got laid off, I got a package, right? The first company I worked for what 12, 13 years, and we laid off. We got a package, right? It wasn't a lot, but we got a package. Um, but looking at the cash that I'm getting now from being laid off compared to the cash I got then when I got laid off, it was pretty much the same because I made more money now than I did then. But it's a little difference on how we deal with things, right? So my expenses back then was different. My expenses now is different, right? So it's like you have to balance money as we get it. And it gets difficult when you have other responsibility apart from yourself. Yeah, with just me, yes, it's easy. With just me and the baby, yes, it's easy. But then I got a 20-year-old that I have to pay half of her tuition for school. So that's the extra $12,000 a year that is gone that I would not get back, even though I'm building out my portfolio again because I had a portfolio to handle that. But still, um, I was talking to my friend that was like yesterday. We was talking about the kids. He's like, man, the stuff I've been telling my daughter, she want to come for Thanksgiving. Baby, what day can you come so I can buy the ticket? What day can you come so I can buy the ticket? This has been over a month ago, right? And now we're about 20 days from Thanksgiving. She still haven't told me, right? And she's gonna wait maybe a week before and say, "Oh, Dad, this is the day I can come." And ticket gonna be 3-4 times the price with people, the airlines shutting down, all this other stuff. The ticket price gonna be crazy. So she either gonna drive to come down to Atlanta, or she gonna stay in Houston and do whatever she does. I don't know. So it's some of those things that you have that before I would be like, okay, no, it don't matter, right? I can put it on the credit card. I got an extra job. That money, I know I got this money coming in regardless. But now, yes, I know I got money coming regardless, but that money changes every week because my positions, depending on the performance, my distributions can go down, right? My dividend pretty much kind of the same, but my distributions can go down. So how do you say, man, we got to manage this stuff? We got to deal with this. But it's a little difficult, guys. It's a little difficult. So I know, part of this stuff wasn't planned today, but it's still very, very, very interesting on some of the stuff that we have to deal with. And, it's like I said, this is not financial advice. I'm 52-year-old. I made a video about my portfolio. And in my portfolio alone, I don't talk about anybody else's portfolio. So I just try to give my opinion on how things are going with me. And this is a financial channel. So even though we talk more about dividend investing, but this is a financial channel. So financial doesn't just mean dividend investing or real estate. This is also how we take care of our money, how we manage our money. All those things go into play. Okay. So as I go through these different things, right, I try my best to make sure I share with you guys, right? I share with you guys because if I don't share, you guys won't understand what's going on. So I try my best to share what is going on with me. Okay. And right now, of course, it's like, okay, I'm going to Africa for 2 weeks. I was planning to go to Europe, but all that changed. Plan changed, right? Something like, man, why is this happening? Why is this happening? But then later on, you realize, like, man, maybe it was a good thing the plan change, right? Even though it wasn't the initial plan, but sometimes that change can help, right? And of course, me going to Europe, that would mean spending maybe $3 or $4 extra thousand for 3 or 4 days that I wasn't planning. That that I don't have to spend now. That can go to something else. That can pay for 2 weeks of expenses. You know, um, as I continue to go and build stuff. But guys, like I said, there's a lot going on. I just wanted to share that with you guys, and I hope this resonate um, with some of you because, like I say, for me now, I'm nervous. Okay, if I tell you guys I'm not nervous, I'm lying. I'm nervous because, and can you imagine, right? I got money coming every week to my portfolio. Every week I got a couple $1,000 minimum coming to my portfolio, my mini portfolio, right? And I'm stressing out. Can you imagine the people that don't have jobs? Now, yeah, I can go collect unemployment for whatever long time, um, you know, whatever long that they're gonna last. Yeah, get an extra $1,000 a month, or I would they give it to you. Yeah, I can do that. I can do that for sure. But then what? Right? Then what? So I mean, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff going on. Yesterday, I went to the America Best and got a new pair of glasses on my insurance that I've had for 3 years and never used because every time I need glasses, I just go into Colombia, do my eye exam, um, and get my prescription, and it cost me $60, right? For two glasses, one for the near side, one for the far side. $60 for two glasses and my prescription, and my eye exam. Okay. In the U.S., I don't know what the charge. I had to pay a copay when I would get my eyes checked, and I had to pay the different costs in the glasses. And I don't care about the glasses. I mean, I had this thing for a couple of years, right? It's pretty decent. It was expensive. This one I had for longer. I mean, it's comfortable. Sit on my face very light. Um, but that's some of the stuff I'm talking about. So when I tried to schedule a health exam with a doctor, that was what was that? I can't even remember now, but it was before I went back to Colombia, probably in August, right? I had a 1 month wait just to schedule to go do a physical. A 1 month ahead of time to go do a physical. Okay. When I got to Colombia, I called, made a couple calls, right? The doctor came to me, came to my house to do the physical, and it was less than $100. I spent less than $100 for the doctor to come to me, do my physical, do all the stuff, take my blood, and do all the blood work and send me the results. I didn't even have to go see the doctor, right? And once the results came, have a conversation with the doctor and go over the results. Guys, if this is not life, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what it is. And I don't have to be spending thousands of dollars, every year in insurance. I'm spending like what, almost $1,000 a month for healthcare for me and my girls, right? Almost $1,000 a month for healthcare. Very expensive. And for me, mine was free, so most of the costs coming from the kids, from the job, right? So I mean, it's a lot of things that people don't tell you, um, especially when you're healthy. When you're sickly and stuff like that, you're always going to the doctor. Then yes, I think insurance is a must. But when you're not sickly, I mean, I get a cold maybe once a year or twice a year. Or if I hang around somebody who have a cold, I might start feeling symptoms, and I just come home, take my regular stuff I would take, disinfect, and in 24 hours I should be back to normal, right? The only way it really affects me if I'm not getting enough rest. But that pretty much what's going on, guys. So I hope, like I said, I hope this resonates with you guys. I appreciate all the support as we continue to grow this channel to get to the next level. So you guys have an amazing amazing day, right? And I'll talk to you soon. So stay blessed. Uh-oh, I get that thing pop up. Stay blessed, right? And stay out of trouble. If you guys know how to do that, stay out of trouble. And we're going to do this again tomorrow. Okay, guys? I love you guys. Peace out.